What if I told you the smartest student in your class isn't the one who studies the most, but the one who studies the smartest? Imagine two students. One spends 5 hours a day grinding through textbooks, highlighting every other sentence, hoping something sticks. The other spends just one focused hour, but with a clear plan, visual tools, and smarter techniques. After a month, who do you think will be ahead? Yup, it's usually not the one drowning in sticky notes and caffeine. If you've ever felt like you're running on an academic hamster wheel, this guide is for you. We're about to unpack 5 brain-friendly strategies that can skyrocket your progress in just 30 days, so you can leapfrog over 97% of students without burning out. 1. Get good at creating plans. From chaos to clarity. Ever heard of the phrase, winging it is not a strategy? Most students dive into studying like tourists without a map, roaming aimlessly from topic to topic, hoping to arrive at understanding by accident. I once had a classmate who said, "I'll figure this out while attending lectures." Spoiler, she didn't. She ended up confused, overwhelmed, and always one step behind. Now compare that with Peter, a quiet kid who always seemed chill but consistently topped the class. His secret? He always had a plan. Before the semester even started, he looked up the syllabus. He knew what each lecture would cover. He previewed chapters beforehand. He blocked time in his calendar for review and revision. In short, he replaced uncertainty with certainty. Practical steps. Break your semester into weekly themes. Every Sunday, set a study plan. What topics, what materials, how long. Before any lecture, preview the main ideas so you're primed to absorb more. Think of it like meal prepping, but for your brain. You wouldn't try to cook dinner without knowing what's in your fridge, right? 2. Upgrade your memory with visual learning. Let's face it, your brain isn't a USB drive that stores endless lines of text. It's more like a Hollywood director, craving scenes, images, and connections. So if your notes look like a giant wall of black and white text, good luck. A study published in Cognitive Psychology found that people remember pictures far better than words, a phenomenon called the picture superiority effect. So let's get visual. Studying history? Create timelines with icons for key events. Learning biology? Draw diagrams and mind maps for body systems. Reviewing psychology theories? Sketch cartoon characters to represent each one. For formulas? Turn them into color-coded flashcards. Tools to use. Freehand drawings. Don't worry, Picasso wasn't good at mitochondria either. Apps like Notion, Xmind, or GoodNotes. Color markers. Seriously, color coding makes a huge difference. Your brain isn't a library that passively stores facts. It's a storyteller that remembers scenes and scripts. So give it some pictures to work with. 3. The 1-hour deep focus ritual. Imagine using a scalpel instead of a spoon to do brain surgery. That's what deep focus is compared to scattered studying. Most students think they need 3 to 4 hours a day, but if those hours are filled with TikTok breaks, email notifications, and snack runs, they barely count. Instead, aim for just 1 hour a day, but make it deep. Your ritual. 1. Set a timer for 50 minutes. 2. Turn off all distractions. Airplane mode is your best friend. 3. Pick one task, e.g., solve math problems, write an essay, review flashcards. 4. After the session, reward yourself. A walk, a snack, or a meme scroll. Pair this with Pomodoro, 25 5-minute splits, or go full monk mode with a 60-minute timer. Bonus. Use time blocking to assign these deep focus hours on your daily schedule. When it's time to study, it's non-negotiable. 1 hour of focus, 3 hours of fumbling. It's not about how long you study, but how deep you go. 4. Learn backward with reverse practice. Most students follow the traditional model. Study theory, do practice problems. But what if you flipped that? Imagine this. You wake up. Instead of reading your notes first, you start with a problem you don't know how to solve. Your brain immediately says, "Wait, I don't know this." And boom, curiosity plus urgency kicks in. This is called reverse practice, and it's a total game changer. Why it works. Forces active recall before passive learning. Mimics test day conditions. No peeking, no crutches. Makes your brain ask better questions, which deepens understanding. Try this. Start each study session with 1-2 problems or quiz questions. Attempt them cold, no cheating. Then study what you needed to solve them. Retry the same problems later. This approach turns every study session into a treasure hunt. You're not passively collecting gold, you're Indiana Jones, chasing it down with a whip. 5. Accept your brain is a forgetting machine and work with it. Let's get real. Your brain is not designed to store everything. It's built to forget. You can read a brilliant textbook chapter and forget half of it by lunchtime. Why? Because your brain thinks, well, this doesn't seem immediately important, let's toss it. Evolutionarily, remembering what time lions hunt was more important than remembering the plot of Romeo and Juliet. But here's the twist. Forgetting is normal. The key isn't to fight it, but to outsmart it. Enter spaced repetition. Instead of rereading everything, review material at increasing intervals. Day 1, Day 3, Day 7, Day 14. Use flashcards with an app like Anki, or review your notes using a spaced repetition calendar. Keep it brief. 5-10 minutes of smart recall beats, 30 minutes of passive review. Think of your memory like a fire. If you don't return to it and stoke it regularly, it dies out. A little fuel at the right time keeps the flame strong. Conclusion: you don't need superpowers, just the right strategy. Most students think that to get ahead, they have to work harder, longer, and grind through endless hours of study. But here's the truth. The top performers aren't always the ones who work more, but the ones who work smarter. In this guide, you've just unlocked 5 powerful strategies. Plan with clarity. Stop guessing, start mapping. Use visuals, because your brain loves images, not walls of text. Master 1 hour of deep focus. Less time, better results. Flip the script with reverse practice. Train like it's test day from the start. Work with your forgetting brain. Use spaced repetition to make memories stick. If you apply even half of these consistently for 1 month, you'll be amazed how far ahead you can get, possibly ahead of 97% of your classmates who are still using outdated, inefficient methods. Remember, you don't have to study like a robot. Study like a strategist.